Good evening, ladies, as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena action. Here we are playing a Warlock deck that I tried to make aggro, but it's got some key omissions. It has no Soulfires, and in general a lack of burn damage, although the curve is quite low. I don't know, I'm just hoping to make it above 1 win, because that was my last Warlock run. Warlock has historically been my worst class. It is a class with which I've actually made it up to 10 or higher a decent number of times. But it's also the class with which I tend to fail the hardest when I do fail, so let's see how this goes. Could just be a bad and unlucky start and I'm going to crush it, but it could be that I'm going to lose terribly. Continuing my streak of not seeing any mages is just fine by me, unless it means that I can play certain cards I wouldn't be able to play otherwise on turn 1 and get away with it. Do you keep a succubus? You know what, no, there's like 2 of them in this deck. And a bunch of 1-drops. Let's mulligan, and okay. So I could go for the ye old Voidwalker Demon Fire Gambit. A 3-5 with taunt, basically Ascension Shieldmaster on turn 2, is not to be trifled with. It's probably going to take 2 cards to kill that thing. Unless he has a cute combo with Execute, say Cruel Taskmaster Execute, or Slam Execute. Either of those he could play with the coin if he doesn't use the coin here on turn 1. Let's see what he wants to do. I will, if he doesn't do anything, put the Demon Fire on this Voidwalker and go for it. It's investing 2 cards in 1, but it should give me back 2 cards. And I also am a Warlock, of course, and I can life tap more cards if needed. Excuse me. Let's take a sip of good luck water. Leopard Gnome. This presents all kinds of intriguing options. So I could, of course, Mortal Coil the Leopard Gnome. That way I draw a card to get the Mortal Coil to be used, and I save the Demon Fire for another day. I could also put the Demon Fire on this guy and hit the Leopard Gnome. Then I'm left with a 3-3 that will die to Execute or a Fiery War Axe. Alright, we'll do Mortal Coil. Let's get that used up. Hit him for 1. And next turn, I can put the Shattered Sun Cleric on this Voidwalker if it hasn't been Fiery War Axed a question. I think if it weren't for Fiery War Axe, I might have actually gone for the Demon Fire. Alright, no Fiery War Axe, so that's good news. He's got actually nothing. So we'll drop the... Whoa, hang on a minute. So I could play the Shattered Sun Cleric, have a 3-2 and a 2-4, or I could actually play this Murloc Raider and put Demon Fire on the Voidwalker still, making a 2-1 and a 3-5. Okay, we'll do this. It's a bit safer, I think. Seem to have the edge right now, so I might as well play a little bit cautiously. And the 3 power here is nice compared to the 2 power of that guy. So it's not out of the question that I'll put I could still put a Demon Fire on this Voidwalker, but it's just not necessary. Next turn I might play No Mission Mentor. Or perhaps Life Tap and play a Murloc Raider, but then why Life Tap when you can just play the No Mission Mentor? Yeah, so that's silly. Playing this and Life Tap to get a 2-1 and draw a card seems silly, compared to just playing a 2-4 and drawing a card for an extra mana. All in all, then, a pretty good start. Voidwalker, Mortal Coil for his turn 1 guy, going a card up in the process, and a 3-2 plus buffing this guy seems pretty solid. So there's a nerf that came out recently. You might have seen my video on it. Starving Buzzard is about to cost 5 mana. Can you believe that? I mean, whoever thought we'd see the day. Starving Buzzard is about to cost 5 mana and be a 3-2. The ability stays the same. Leroy Jenkins is going up from 4 mana to 5, but that doesn't really, I don't really care about that much. It just gets rid of some annoyances in decks I play against in ranked, and in arena it really makes no difference at all. But the Buzzard, oh man, that really screws over the Hunters. No more turn 5 Buzzard Hounds, draw 3 cards, shenanigans. Certainly will make Hunters easier to play against, because you can still worry about the Hounds, of course, but just not the insane card draw that comes with them. Does he have an Inner Rage for my Voidwalker? Might not be the worst idea. Ah, he's got a coin and what? He's actually going to execute the Voidwalker with the coin. I don't think that was the correct choice. No, I do not. Well, since he's just used an execute here, I'm just going to play Doomguard. So I lose Demon Fire and Hellfire, which is actually a little bit troubling because that was some of my removal, but let's start going for the face here. I mean, I'm actually, even after throwing 2 cards away, I'm at 6-6 with an insane board lead. So, don't really see much of a reason to worry about this. Does he have another execute? Ah, okay. I see. So he had 2 executes, that's why he rather loosely used one against the Voidwalker. Playing a commander, I assume he's going to do something to kill my Shattered Sun Cleric. No, he's just going to let his Warsong commander die. Wow. Alright, well, no complaints from this quarter. That's a fact. Do I throw out the Drain Life? I think so. Let's just get the Succubus down. I'm still equal to him on cards. I have 4 to his 4, except my 4 on the board, and I am at nearly full health, so I can life tap. All I've taken damage from is that Leper Gnome. I can life tap freely and catch back up. Alright, the Sludge Belcher is annoying. That's going to be a pain to get through. Let's see if the Azure Drake draws me anything that can help. It does not. So, do I throw the Succubus away? I hate doing that. But all these things deal 2 damage, and this thing has 5, so that kind of sucks. Well, it's life tap. Alright, so we'll throw this away. We'll throw this away. Kill the little slimy slime. Still doing fine on cards. He's got 4 cards to my 5, soon to be 6. The Azure Drake helped, and of course life tapping. Of course, if you play some really giant minions, especially with Taunt, I might end up actually starting to fall behind as I kill them, but I can actually ignore things like Boulderfist Ogres right now, because he's so low on health and I'm so high and I have so much board advantage. Stampeding Kodo, please hit the Golem. It's the Gnomish Inventor. Well, I've been getting screwed by Stampeding Kodos lately. There was a time where it was just like busting my balls on the Stampeding Kodos every single game, and then it kind of went away for a while, and now it's kind of come back. Alright, so we'll just ignore this Kodo and keep going for the face. Play another durable Golem there. And try to pound this guy into oblivion. He clearly doesn't have much game going on. We are in the 1 and 2, presumably, losers bracket. Of course, being in the 1 and 1 losers bracket didn't help me, so, you know, there's that. Does he have a Defender of Argus to hang on? He actually does have a Defender of Argus. Well, Siphon Soul would be the handiest thing I could get here. I don't get it, but I will life tap to see if I can find it. I can't. The wolf does help, though, so what we'll do is we'll cash out this golem. What do you think about this? If I put the wolf in between the golems, the 2 of them can take out the Yeti. Okay, we'll put the wolf here. The golems do the Yeti. Kill the Kodo with the Violet Teacher. Play the Tiger. Violet Teacher conveniently survives that Kodo's attack, even after being buffed by the Defender of Argus. The Kodo's not big enough to kill the Teacher. Now we got this Tiger threatening to hit him. If he had a Brawl, I guess I could actually lose the game. Or at least it'd be tough to finish things off, but he doesn't have a Brawl. He has this guy. People have been playing Argent Commander a lot. There's been a lot of cases lately where if someone really needs a mass removal or a removal of some sort, and they play the Argent Commander instead. Interesting. Alright, Mad Bomber is not helpful. Swing. Actually, I will play the Mad Bomber, I suppose. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to Mortal Coil my own Golem to reduce the possibility of Mad Bomber hitting my own things. Play the Mad Bomber, see if one barrel can hit him in the face. And it can. So that'll be the game. Ah, thank goodness. We made it above 1 win. And that was a pretty solid victory as well. Really, at no point did I feel under any kind of great stress. There was always the potential that he'd have, you know, quote-unquote something, some nebulous thing to clear the board and catch back up. But it was pretty much driver's seat all the way. So hooray. All day. In fact, I've had enough good arena runs lately that I could lose this one and still be over 9,000, which is nice. Incognito the Shaman. Still no mages. Let's see how far we can take this streak. With this deck, I think it behooves me to mulligan 3 drops, but I'm not so crazy as to mulligan 2s. I'm hoping to get a 1. I don't. Succubus is pretty bad against Shamans, more so than against other classes, because Shamans can kill it with either a Rock Biter or a Lightning Bolt. Each of those is only 1 mana, so I'm not really that jazzed about playing that Succubus anytime soon. I will play it if I have no other minions to play, but I'm just not jazzed about playing it. Got this pair of wolves, which could help. 2 wolves, of course, are not necessarily that good to have at the same time. And the Grunt is kind of annoying. Can't Drain Life it. Demon Fire would be good here. I'd use Demon Fire against that Grunt. But I get that thing instead. Well, we'll play this. And drop a Wolf. Again, I don't really want to play Succubus if it's just going to die to Lightning Bolt or Rock Biter weapon. I mean, I would play it if it didn't cost me a card, obviously. Unbound Elemental, please don't kill my direwolf. Please, thank you. So this is actually alright, could definitely be worse. Now I've got both Succubi, which sucks because that obviously means one of them will throw the other way. Or at the very least, I can play them both, but then I have to throw away 2 other cards. It's looking like I'm actually going to have to play the Succubus next turn. If it doesn't throw its other partner away, I might even play the other one. Does he have a Forked Lightning? He has a Rock Biter. And he'll kill my wolf with it. Alright, so now he's got spell damage, which is worrying. Shattered Sun Cleric does not quite let the Abusive Sergeant kill the Dalaran Mage. But I will play it. And I'll whack this guy one time. Try to trade my Abusive Sergeant in for it. Hopefully there's no Forked Lightning here. I didn't really get a good draw with these Succubi. Ah, jeez, I smell a Forked Lightning. I sure do. No, just a humble kill of the Abusive Sergeant. Alright, fair enough. Well, before I play the Succubi, let's play my Drake. Drakey McDrakerson. We got our 6-drop here. You know, we're playing a real game here. This is no longer like aggro or anything. I'm just playing a real game. I've got a little bit of card advantage against this opponent. So we'll just ride that for all we're worth. And then I've got a 6-drop to play. Now this is junk that I'm playing after that, but hopefully if I can play everything but the Succubus, I can, you know, throw the other one away. Can I get a Siphon Soul? Oh my god, I actually got Siphon Soul. That is incredible luck. Top deck, my deck's pretty much only answer to a Sunwalker. Did I have any opportunities to grab a Silence? I think I actually did pass on a Silence, and man, do I regret it. It's not even the Naxxramas cards or anything, except for a Sludge Belcher, I guess, in the last game against the Warrior, but it just seems like Silence is more useful than I have felt it in the past. I don't remember what I took over the Spellbreaker that I think I was offered, but I wish I had taken the Spellbreaker. Fire Elemental is an interesting choice because it doesn't quite kill this unless he has a Forked Lightning to follow up, which would actually be very devastating. Oh my gosh. Okay, Earth Shock, that's totally fine. Don't really mind the Earth Shock so much, because as long as I can keep pounding away with my Cleric, I'm happy. Alright, Frost Elemental to, whoa. Let's freeze the right creature here. So we freeze the Fire Elemental here, ignore it, hit for 3. Now I'm threatening to trade. Excuse me. Or possibly further ignore the Fire Elemental. He does not get a Taunt Totem that I'm sure he was hoping for. He gets spell damage. Does he now have a Lightning Bolt? Or something? He has a Rock Biter. Okay, so you can't quite kill my Frost Elemental. Flesh-Eating Ghoul's a bit of a problem. Neither Demon Fire nor Drain Life quite managed to kill it. And we're sort of past the point where these Succubi can actually be played. So let's play the Violet Teacher. I think I could kill the Fire Elemental with this Frost thing, but then the Flesh-Eating Ghoul lives. I don't have enough mana to use the Demon Fire and the Drain Life. Ugh. I could just hit him in the face. Down to 10. Down to 8, but then he'd have pretty good trades. Alright, we'll take it safe here. I'll do this. Play a Demon Fire to kill that guy. And I'm just going to play a Succubus in hopes it throws away the other Succubus. Good. So Drain Life is not great, but at least it gives me 2 damage for 3 mana. It's overpriced, horrifically so, but 2 damage is better than another Succubus, I think. Alright, he's got the spell damage. Does he have a Lightning Storm here to back it up? Does he have a way of killing the Frost Elemental? He does not. Alright, that's fine. This is all fine and good. Oh no, this thing got healed, so Drain Life doesn't kill it. Stupid healing totem. God damn it. Alright, well, let's life tap first, see what we get. Gnomish Inventor. Okay, let's play that next, see what we get. Zombie Chow. Well, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to use the Frost Elemental to kill this engine. I'll use Drain Life to kill Mr. Big Game Hunter. And I am going to just hit him in the face. I've got a Doomguard still in here, and maximum health, so I've got plenty of time to find it. Plus I also have Hellfire. feel like my odds are pretty decent of being able to burn him out here. Maybe I should have killed this fire elemental while I had the chance. Because now because of this taunt totem, I can't really deal damage with the succubus anyway. But that's life. So we got 3, 6, 7. Yeah, I can life tap. Mortal Coil. Alright, good to know that I have it. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use this Mortal Coil right now. Let's do that. And get the damage on with the succubus. Boom. So do I play the tiger here? No, let's go for quantity over quality. And I'm not going to play the zombie shot. I really don't want to give him 5 health. Although, you know what? It's actually worth it to play it, because if he attacks it, that means he's not attacking one of my other minions. And so that means that 5 health will pay for itself. Or it should, in any case. 50-50 odds of getting a taunt totem. He fails this time. However, he does have 2 feral spirits, which is, or the feral spirit card, which gives him 2 taunts, which is pretty solid. Again, though, I'm running out of cards in my deck. I will find the Doomguard and the Hellfire in there. Hellfire would, in fact, kill off these things. It would also kill off Zombie Chow and Emperor Cobra and the Golem. So maybe Hellfire's not a good answer to the wolves, but I do have answers. And that's the important part. Alright, there's the Hellfire. It would just clear the entire board. Is that worth doing? Well, if all my things are going to die anyway, I might as well attack. So let's do this, this, which will kill that wolf. Hit him. So now, yeah, Hellfire would be kind of silly. Let's life tap first. Mortal Coil. Kill off the Crusader. Looking for that Doomguard. There it is. That's what I've been waiting for. So Zombie Chow was a good play, it turned out, because it didn't matter about the Death Rattle, because the Death Rattle was not triggered. And we win a game. Holy ball sacks! I made it to 3 wins with Warlock. Look at that. Look at that and weep upon regarding it. 1 more win and I'm officially above average. Oh, I even finished a daily quest. What other daily quests do I have? Oh, I have like a Druid and Rogue and a Shaman and Mage thing. Still looking for that Rogue. I will play Rogue as soon as it comes up. All ye Rogue fans. Wait. Wait and wait. It will come. Shaman. Strike 15. Still no mages, and for the matter, no real hunters either. That's quite remarkable. So, in another deck, I might have actually kept the succubus, but here, with my plenitude of 1-drops and 2-drops that are not terrible, especially against shamans, let's actually mulligan that girl. And fail to come up with anything to play. Lovely. So I will, at the moment, it looks like, be playing that succubus on turn 2. Hopefully, we'll not throw away the Mortal Coil. But even more, hopefully, I find, like, a freaking Bloodfen Raptor, or really just about anything to play instead. Emperor Cobra, nope, not a chance. Well, let's see what we throw away. The Golem. Well, that's alright. So, Shattered Sun Cleric on the Succubus is great. The real issue is I just don't think the Succubus is going to be alive. He's got a Rock Fighter or a Lightning Bolt, which are 2 cards that Shamans obviously draft pretty heavily. That Succubus is dead, and indeed, there she blows. Crystal clear illustration of why Succubus is especially bad against Shamans. Alright, we'll play the Cobra here, or the Golem. I think right now the durability is more valuable than the killability. I could, of course, be misjudging. And I have regrets already, because the Cobra would have killed this Demolisher. As it is, I can still kill it. Probably should have just played the Cobra, though, because now we're getting to the point where he might actually have good 4-drops to play, and I really wish I'd already got the Cobra down. Oh, Voidwalker. Thanks for coming up 4 turns too late. So, he's got 7 cards, one of which is a coin, so really 6 cards. But I got a little bit of a board advantage. I guess I'm doing okay here. It could, as they say, be worse. Yeah, I really wish I had this Cobra down so I could actually kill this Hunter. Wow, it's my lucky day. Gotta say, it's my lucky day here, that wolf. I have 2 wolves in the deck, but still, it was a very lucky top deck to get that wolf. Do I want to play the Cobra or Life Tap and Voidwalker? Let us actually play the Cobra here, because honestly, we're getting to the point where he might drop scary things at 5 mana, and I'd like to have the kill for them. What the hell's going on with this targeting arrow? I don't know, but it's Fine. So Pyromancer is actually annoying. I assume he's going to have spells now to finish off the Golem. Ah, yes. Good old coin. And that's actually going to be like a board clear, pretty much. Feral Spirit. Well, at least the spirits are going to be damaged. But he killed off 3 of my creatures with that stupid Pyromancer. So I am very unhappy about this turn of events. Alright, well, here I will use the Cobra to kill off one of the wolves. And I'm just going to hope the Mad Bomber breaks all odds to kill the other one. No, of course, when I play the Mad Bomber, that's what happens. Yeah, fucking great. Alright, let's play the Voidwalker and the Raider. Now I'm actually horribly losing. That Pyromancer really saved his bacon. I was very far in the lead. But Pyromancer plus coin plus the wolf killed off all my stuff. And now I am actually quite tragically behind. He's got 7 cards to my 4, soon to be 5. And he's going to get another card up with the Cult Master. I don't think I can kill it unless I get a Demon Fire, and I can't. So here, is there any value to playing the wolf? There really isn't. Or is there? There actually is value to playing the wolf, so I will play that in lieu of the Frost Elemental. Then I'm going to life tap, so I'll life tap first. You should always life tap first. Okay, so we're going to put the wolf here, let the Voidwalker kill that thing. Kill off the Cult Master before that becomes any more of a problem. Play Zombie Chow, and then attack the 3. Well, we got him, you know, down on life, and again, I've got a pretty good board. Let's see if he can clear all this with the 7 cards. Obviously, a Lightning Storm would pretty much seal the deal. I only have a few more life taps in me before I start to get into pretty low health myself. Alright, Totem is spell damage, obviously. But he does not have the necessary follow-up. He has a Booty Bodyguard, which is much worse than Lightning Storm. Tragically, I could not get the wolf next to my Mad Bomber. Oh, that's annoying. There was no way I could have done it. I mean, I could have done it, but then I wouldn't have been buffing the Zombie Chow. Maybe I should have just put the wolf next to the... Yeah, I should have put the wolf... I actually messed up. The Murloc did not need the buff to kill the Cult Master. I should have put the wolf over here, and that was a critical error, because now the Mad Bomber... I'm going to have to throw away basically 2 things to kill this Booty Bodyguard. Shit. Oh, God, that's bad. Well, let's play the Frost Elemental there. Let's throw my crappy creatures at it. Let's give him his 5 health. And do I dare keep that spell damage totem out here? We'll kill it. Spell damage is dangerous. It also increases his having that totem out increases his odds of getting the taunt totem. He didn't have a Lightning Storm last time. Maybe he won't have it this time. But if I lose this game, it'll be because I put the wolf in the wrong place. That was huge. Alright, I got a Manatide here. I have to decide whether it's worth my time killing it or not. Direwolf. Let's see. Well, I'm going to life tap first, clearly. Abusive Sergeant. Okay. So we have 6, 8, 12, 16, 18. I actually have enough damage to kill him here, I believe. And if not, I think it's worth going for the face anyway, so that if I can get a Hellfire, I'll win. Nope, I miscounted. How did I miscount that? Oh, right, because this wolf got in the way of the other wolf. Did I just put this wolf in the wrong place? Could I have put it between the other things? And I would have... Yes, I actually could have won the game. Oh my god, this is terrible play. So basically, when I dropped the wolf here, it took away the buff from this wolf to give to the Mad Bomber. Had I put the wolf just like in there, the Mad Bomber would have gotten an extra +1 attack, and then with the Succubus attack, he would have been dead. So I counted correctly, I just put the wolf in the wrong place. Wow, that's 2 Direwolf alpha placement errors in one game. I'm very sorry for my sloppy play here, but I guess I was away from Hearthstone for a while, and that's one of those little things that you just sort of lose if you let it get rusty, is the Direwolf placement. So instead of winning last turn, which I could have done easily, despite screwing up earlier, I now have him at 1 health, which is a problem because if he could clear my board and drop big minions and catch up, and then I'm at the mercy of finding a Hellfire or a Drain Life or a Doomguard to win. So luckily, I got the best kind of luck, as I talked about in my last couple of videos, getting lucky when you play badly. Really should not have been necessary, however. I should have just put the Direwolf in the right place. Silly me. Silly me. Wow. Yeah, so if you're counting on both points of damage from a Direwolf, make sure that you don't put it next to your other Direwolf. Let me eat a little bit of good luck yogurt. My girlfriend convinced me to start buying like yogurt in tubs, as opposed to like the little yogurt in the cans. It ends up costing about the same, or maybe even a little bit less, but it is much tastier. Fancy yogurt from a tub is tastier than like the Yoplait yogurt from a can, so it's been a good change. Alright, we got Olo the Paladin. I'm not going to keep Violet Teacher, tempting as it is, but we'll keep the 1 and 2 drops. Murloc Raider is not my favorite thing to play against a Paladin, because it will just die to a recruit. Voidwalker, however, on the other hand... Wow, the Voidwalker, however, on the other hand, what the hell is that? Voidwalker, on the other hand, is a great thing to play. I might again do the Demon Fire Voidwalker thing, although I ended up not doing it in the last game. If this was a possibility, it's still something to keep an eye on. Last time I ended up using Mortal Coil against the Leper Gnome instead. Here I may end up wanting to Direwolf Alpha instead. But if he just passes the turn here, I don't know what's better, Direwolf Alpha or Demon Fire? It's a close call. I think the Direwolf's probably better just to get an extra creature on the board. Yeah, because if you make this guy a 3-5 and then he makes recruits, you have this awkward thing. Either you waste your 3-5 killing the stupid recruits, or you hit him in the face but let him have creatures out that they can get buffed and then take you down. So yeah, I probably will not be playing Demon Fire under the Voidwalker. Unless he plays a 2-3. Then I would play Demon Fire to kill it. Otherwise I could not kill a 2-3 with just the wolves. He's got a lot to think about here, Olo the Paladin. Yeah, Voidwalker is a pretty intimidating turn 1 play. Gotta think about that a whole lot. Is he even highlighting anything? Is he AFK? Is it just like, oh no, he passes the turn. Okay, so he's not AFK because he definitely ended the turn by clicking, and he's looking at his cards now. Alright, but this is a good start. I mean, you really can't complain if the person passes when you've got Voidwalker and Direwolf, knowing that Paladins, of course, are not very good at removal early on. He plays a Raging Worgen, which he's not going to be thrilled about. I mean, obviously the Raging Worgen threatens to kill both of my minions, but here is where I will actually, against all odds, end up playing Demon Fire to kill him. The question is, do you play the Murloc Raider here? And the answer is yes, because if he could play Consecration, I probably wouldn't have done it, since all the stuff would die to Consecration, but he cannot play Consecration because he's just used his coin. So unless he's got some real wonders up here, he's not going to get far ahead. Okay, that's fine by me. This is a really good start, all things considered. Play the Cobra. And now I got to think, do I play the Flame Imp? If I play a Flame Imp and he's got a Consecration, he will certainly play it. 100%. Guaranteed. And then where are we? He'll have, let's see, 5 cards left over. I'll have the Cobra and 2 other cards, so I'll be 2 cards down. I'll end up having to life tap probably, and then play whatever card I drew for the turn. But if he doesn't have Consecration, I will really want this Flame Imp here. What are the odds that he has Consecration? I'm not sure how I can really gauge whether he has the Consecration or not. Alright, we'll pass the turn. Play cautiously. Alright, no Consecration, just an Earthen Ring Farseer. That's okay. Pretty happy about that. So now what I can do is take advantage of my Direwolf Alpha to kill that thing. Play a Flame Imp. Life tap. And do I play the Leper Gnome? I will play Leper Gnome because even if he has Consecration and all Leper Gnome does is deal damage to him, at least I'm getting something out of it. Consecration would be his whole turn. He'd drop to 17 health from the Leper Gnome, drop to 15 from the Cobra, and then I'd have the Frost Elemental coming down. Or the Tiger. Ah, he does not have Consecration, he has Humility. Well, this is still attacking for 2 because it's got the buff from the Wolf. 1 attack plus 2, and he's got a pair of Archer Protectors. That is not what he needed. He needed a Consecration. So we're at the point now where I think I can actually just start ignoring his stuff. So we will play Frost Elemental, Freezy McFreezerson right there, and just swing, 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 and swing. Threatening lethal. Leper Gnome means he's effectively at 10 health. Hellfire means he's effectively at 5. All this Frost Elemental has to do is attack, and we're good to go. Alright, he's got a Defender of Argus. But Hellfire plus Frost Elemental will kill him because it'll with the Leper Gnome's damage as well. Okay, so here's how we do it then. We pop the Leper Gnome there. We Hellfire. And the Frost Elemental finishes the job. this paladin just had no answers, really. Or at least the wrong answers. He had a bluegill warrior and he had a humility, but he needed a consecration real bad. Well, that's how it goes, you know. Sometimes they'll have the consecration or mass removal. Whatever mass removal you're praying they don't have, and sometimes they won't. And that time he didn't. All's fair in love and Hearthstone. Okay, so from 1-2, I'm now 5-2. That's definitely better. And even if I lose, twill have been a solid warlock run. Baby Knight. Except the eye and Knight is a 1. I don't get why people do these things. Like, you do know that in Hearthstone and in Battle.net in general, you can name yourself whatever you want, right? Like, the names can be repeated. It's your ID that is unique. But, whatever. So anyway, this is a Hunter, and my least favorite matchup as Warlock, because of course there's a risk of being burned down. Not exactly loaded with health gain. I have Drain Life and Siphon Soul, and I think that's it. Got an aggressive start with the Leper Gnome, but not much good to follow up. Just a Succubus, which I'm not that thrilled by. Hopefully I'll throw the coin away if I'm lucky, otherwise it just kind of sucks. Murloc Raider, huh? Well, alright, I'm gonna do this. This is, you know, risky for a variety of reasons. Obviously, this is vulnerable to Unleash the Hound. It's also vulnerable to Explosive Trap. But, you know, I think with this kind of weak draw, I might as well take a chance. Especially since I'm in a bad matchup. Might as well take a chance and hope to get ahead early. Well, he doesn't have Explosive Trap, but this will do, Pig. This will kill both of my creatures. I can't really do anything about that. So we'll throw them both at it, because they're both dead anyway. Play a Succubus. Hopefully I don't lose Siphon Soul. I'd like to throw away the Frost Elemental. I throw away the Gnomish Inventor, which is not exactly what I wanted. But still, 2 of my 3 cards were cards I wanted to keep, so it was pretty unlikely I was going to get ahead there. If he can kill this Succubus, I'm pretty much in trouble. And he makes the right call. He realizes that I'm aggro and uses his removal. Oh, jeez. And we got all of our endgame crap here. Flame Imp, alright, well, let's just go down 5 health this turn. Card-wise, I'm alright. He's got 5 to my soon-to-be 5, but I can't play the Azure Drake yet or any of this stuff yet. So if he actually gets some board presence, like all he has to do is like play a Yeti or something, I'm pretty much in trouble. Alright, Buzzard and Web Spinner. I see. Pretty good play, actually. Oh, he has a Timberwolf too. Wow, so he just gets 2 cards for free. And if I leave the Buzzard live, he's just going to get more. Alright, Mortal Coil is nice to see, so we can at least finish off the Buzzard and go back a card. I will life tap, because I have to. We'll kill the Wolf. And alright. I've managed to deal no damage to him. He had the removal for my early plays. The Ghoul thing to kill off my 1 toughness guys, and then the Deadly Shot for my Succubus. He gets another Beast now from the Web Spinner. Lovely. So I could play the Doomguard here, but I think we'll be a little bit more conservative. Let's play the Tiger. That will let me kill the Yeti, barring, of course, any deadly shots. And now I've got a really expensive hand. Did not get lucky in my draws with this game, getting all my expensive stuff so much. And now I'm down below 20, which once you're up against a Hunter, that's a scary place to be. That is most likely a freezing trap. That would be the best trap you could have. So we'll test for it, I guess. It's not a freezing trap. What could it be? What could it be? Well, let's play the Frost Elemental. This is a good way to check for snipe and also to stop the Golem from getting 2 damage through. It is a snipe. Well, that's actually really good because this thing still survived. The Golem's frozen. I'm not taking 2 damage. And I've got 10 damage on the board, 15 damage. Maybe if he doesn't have an Explosive Trap or a Multi-Shot or Hounds to kill this. Okay, he's got Hounds to kill them. Ah, damn it. Well, kind of in trouble here. Captain's Parrot. He got that off of the Web Spinner. That's... He actually had a Pirate? Wow. That deserves a well played, if nothing else. I would have liked a Taunt. Didn't find one. Can't really expect to burn him down with just a Doomguard. So let's play the Azure Drake. And let's play... Succubus is too risky, but this will just die. You know what? I'm going to play this. I'm going to try to get him to use his Golem to kill my creatures so that I can preserve my health. 17 is already very perilous against a Hunter who has 5 cards, and you not having board control and not having any taunt. He's actually got a Houndmaster for the Parrot. Jesus. And that was the Pirate that he got from the Parrot. Pirate from the Parrot. Is he going to go for the face? I actually have a feeling he might. No, he plays it cautiously. Or hedges his bets, I suppose I should say. Wouldn't have minded a Taunter. Not that I have that many taunts. I think this game is actually just over. Well, let's do Demon Fire there. Kill his best minion. Let's kill the pirate, or Captain Parrot there. Siphon Soul seems a bit silly. Let's just play this Doomguard. Lose the Siphon Soul, which is an unfortunate turn of events. We have to kill that thing, though. Kind of a sad use of Doomguard. He just had removal. He had what the Paladin didn't have. He had the Ghoul to kill my 1-drops, the Deadly Shot to kill my Succubus, the what's-his-face, Unleash the Hounds to kill my big guys. Tons of secrets. Tons of secrets, and I've lost my Siphon Soul, so that's 3 life gone. Okay, so we have to be kind of careful how we do this here. First, we're going to play the Golem. Oh, wait, if this is a freezing trap, I really didn't do this right. Then, I guess I'll play a Mad Bomber? I don't know what I'm doing. No, don't hit me in the face, Mad Bomber, you silly bomber. Then we'll play a Succubus, and then I'll attack with the Doomguard in case of freezing trap, which of course is what that trap was. So I'm down to 6, down to 4. That's probably an explosive trap of Netitude. This game has ended. No, couldn't quite do it against a Hunter. My worst matchup, he just had the removal. Yeah, he's got this. He might even have the kill right here. Unleash the Hounds. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Ah, concede right away! Jesus. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. It's not over yet. We actually have time to start another arena. And maybe even play a game of that one. But that was okay. I'm pretty happy with that. I finished my Warlock daily quest. I did better than last time. Got 4 games in a row after a rocky start. It's fine. I think my good luck and my bad luck balanced out pretty well. 100 gold is pretty solid, too. So, who is the next class going to be? I hope it's Rogue. It is not Rogue. Alright, I got to pull up my stats sheet to see what's going on here. So, I've already played Hunter twice and Druid twice, which means I have to play Priest. Because that would be the only thing that makes any sort of sense. Priest it is. Starting off with an Epic. Now, Mind Games I think is just a bad card. Doomsayer has its uses, but I'll take the Shade. I have said before this card is overrated. It's just an overpriced 3/3 for 3. But at least it's a 3/3 for 3 that has Stealth. And that's, you know, better than the other 2 cards in my opinion. I could take the Mad Bomber for curve reasons, but I'll take the Grizzly here because I just don't like having, or not having Taunt. We could take the Panda for the bounce, or this for the untargetability. Both have their perks. I'll take the Panda. I think with things like Shadow Madness, Priests just have good uses for that Panda. Here, the only playable card I think is Stormpike Commando. Not that I'm that excited about it. Circle of Healing I'm not that excited about either. We'll take the Silvermoon Guardian. And here's our new card, the Dark Cultist. Very strong card in my opinion for the arena, a 3/4 for 3. But Holy Nova needs to be taken. You cannot pass on Holy Novas. Shadow Word Death is another card you shouldn't really pass, at least the first time. Now, Golem I'm not that jazzed about. I don't like taking Golem here. I've already got a bunch of 3s. Well, 2 3 creatures and a 3-mana spell. I could take the safe Mind Vision, or I could take Reckless Rocketeer to have some burn damage, which Priests typically lack. In fact, I will do that here. Normally, I'd never pick a Rocketeer over a Golem, but for curve reasons and then for endgame reasons, we'll take the Rocketeer there. Second Holy Nova, yes, thank you. Arcanine Soul Priest is the only playable card here, and it is quite a good one. Northstrike Cleric is spectacular. I don't like what I'm about to do. I'm about to take the Storm's Ravenholt Assassin. These are just total junk. So I really don't want any more endgame here. Silence is actually kind of tempting, but it's still a bad card, I think, even with Naxxramas. We'll take the Wolf Rider, which offers some removal. Alright, the best 2-drop in the game will be taken there. Holy Smite for some removal. Power Word Shield is tempting, but I think the removal is more important. Another bouncy McBouncerson. Not exactly that much synergy here, apart from, I guess, maybe the Stormpike Commando. Fen Creeper, though, feels like I'd be going too top-heavy, so we'll take the Panda here. Kind of wish I had taken the Fairy Dragon the first time. So don't want more 5-drops. We'll take the Creeper, which is a very annoying creature to deal with, for sure. Take the Geomancer here to buff up my Holy Novas, perhaps, perchance. Cult Master. Yeah, I don't have any card draw. That, I think, is better than the Loot Hoarder. Now, here's an interesting moment. I think the Shadow Form and the Sea Giant are the choices. I have expensive stuff, but nothing really durable. I mean, the Assassin and the Rocketeer both have low health for their cost, so the Sea Giant's tempting to have one more endgame card. But I'll take the Shadow form. It's fun. I probably would have taken the Sea Giant in other days, but here it just seemed right. Take the Shadow form. We'll see if I end up suffering for that. This deck is just forcing me to take more and more 3s and 4s. Don't really want the Ogre Magus. I'll take a Golem for durability. Alright. Do we go for the endgame with the Mind Control or for the buff? I'm just sick of all these 3 mana cards. That's the worst mana cost to spike, in my opinion. Ugh. So another Circle of Healing I don't really want, so I'll take a Healer instead. Try to keep my curve down. Keep my curve down. Holy Smite or Fairy Dragon? Well, with this slow deck, I might actually need more removal just so I can hang on for dear life better. Power Shield to protect my Northshire Cleric. Mind Vision because it's the only card here that doesn't suck. The Grunt could be okay, but let's take the Mind Vision. Light Spawn. I just keep my curve down. Knife Juggler's good. Grab that. Sunfury Protector maybe would have been smarter to have some more taunt. This deck is a bit lacking in that. But the Knife Juggler, I think overall is the better creature. We'll see how much I regret that choice. I'll keep an eye out for times when I played Knife Juggler and really wished that I had Sunfury Protector instead. One of the benefits of the Knife Juggler is it has a use when you play it early, and I kind of have a lack for early plays in this deck. Alright, we finally, not finally implying I was waiting for it, but we at last, well that still kind of implies I was waiting for it. We, after a long period of time, beat our streak of not playing mages. So here's our first mage, and quite good of that as well, because as if you're going to play mage, Priestism is still, in my opinion, the best class to be. We also get our 1-drop Northshire Cleric. And in fact, I can protect the Cleric if my opponent does drop a coined 3-2, which is the best answer to Northshire Cleric, apart from just killing it with a spell. I can panda it back into my hand. Otherwise, I can play the Knife Juggler, which is better here than the Sunfury Protector would have been. Alright, she has nothing. No mana worms, no removal, nothing. Perfect. Here's the Knife Juggler. And we're off to ye old races. Alright, now the mana worm drops. Is she going to coin into something else? It looks like it. Frostbolt, perhaps? No, Arcane Explosion, interesting choice. I don't actually understand that. Oh god, do I not understand what the hell just happened. This does not kill any of my things. And lets me heal for a card. Farseer is convenient. We'll heal up the Northshire Cleric with the Farseer, drawing a card. And then we will kill off the Mana Worm, because that is prudent. I think we're off to a good start here. Now, Alkanai Soul Priest and Northshire Cleric are both priest cards that are kind of a famous non-bow. They don't really work well together at all. Playing the Soul Priest shuts down the Cleric almost completely, accepting, of course, the possibility that the opponent will heal something of them or of their own. Alright, we're going to make a bit of a technical play here. I'm actually going to drop the Cult Master and not get any cards for it. The reason I'm doing this is that by playing the Cult Master, I force the Panther to go at the Cult Master. Otherwise, if the Panther kills the Northshire Cleric, I get a card from the Cult Master. She could, of course, use removal to kill the Cult Master, but judging by her last turn play of the Arcane Explosion, she seems not to actually have good removal. The Panther goes for the face. A very interesting choice indeed. Very interesting. I cannot play the Soul Priest and burn, unfortunately. Oh, I see what the person's doing. So yeah, this is tricky because Sen'jin will kill any of my minions, but I'd have to throw the Cult Master and the Farseer at it in order to kill it. I really wish I had a Holy Smite here or a Holy Nova. Alas, it is not to be. Well, I'll throw the Farseer at it, I guess, to see if I can maybe get a Holy Smite or a Holy Nova. And I do get one. Lovely. So we will, in fact, Holy Smite Mr. Sen'jin over here. And I could play the Panda to protect the Northshire Cleric, but that doesn't seem that useful. Let's just play the Soul Priest and do the same thing I did last turn, where the opponent has to kill the Cult Master. Of course, I could also just use the Cult Master to kill the Panther as well. Yeah, let's do that. Well, she's down to 18. Actually, gonna be down to 22. I'm gonna do this. It's too early for mass removal, and I figure let's just let's let her sweat it. She wants to kill the Soul Priest or the Northshire Cleric, but either of those would give me a card, so she has to kill the Cult Master first. And she's demonstrated not having removal for the Cult Master, or she would have used it last time instead of just playing Ascension.
What to do?
Got this Shade here, but it's not that great because honestly, Flame Strike will kill it at this point if I try to let it sit in place. So it'll just be a 3/3 with stealth for the most part. Frost Nova to freeze my minions. Well, I kind of wish I had one of those silence cards, although I wouldn't really want to use a silence card in my own things to unfreeze them. My opponent decides that killing the Northshire Cleric is best, which I think honestly that was the worst of the targets. Yes, because now I can burn the Panther with my hero ability. And also killing Northshire Cleric gave me a card. If she'd killed the Soul Priest, at least she could have pinged it to death. I killed it, and then I would have gotten a card, but the Panther would have survived. Wow, I just don't understand this opponent at all. So yeah, pretty weak opponent. We'll I guess play the Shade, and then let it grow. 1 level, I'll attack with it, and then it'll probably die to Flame Strike. Pinging my face was also a mistake. With me having the Soul Priest in play where I can't heal anything, she should have actually pinged the Cult Master to get to work on that thing. She seems to think that she can burn me out. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Well, Holy Nova, not really useful right now. However, I can... Well, see, can I win? 3, 6, 10... No, I can't win. 3, 6, 10, 12... 15. I can come close, but I cannot win. Alright, so we will burn this guy. Holy Smite. Swingity swangitle the swingle. And in case of a Flame Strike, we'll play the Golem, because the Golem would survive the Flame Strike and come in for 2 damage. Then I'd have 3 more damage with its Geomancer plus Holy Nova, so that's 5 damage. The opponent would be at 3 health, and I might be able to burn her out with a Reckless Rocketeer. Actually, the Soul Priest survives a Flame Strike. Wow, that's right. So it'd be actually 5, 7... Yes, I would actually win the game. Anyway, there's no Flame Strike. This is the first mage we've played in a long time, and a very incompetent one, which I am totally okay with. I don't think it was bad drafting. I think she's made some very questionable plays. Choosing the wrong things to kill when I had, admittedly, a tricky situation on the table. And playing the Arcane Explosion, which is a very weird thing to do. Alright, so my Shade does in fact grow. I could Holy Nova here, but with the secret in play, I'd rather not do that. Let's just burn the Unbeliever, see if it's a duplicate. It isn't. Let's attack here. We'll check for Vaporize with the Soul Priest. It's not that. And then now we're going to check for Ice Block. It's not Ice Block. So we don't know what that secret was. Might have been a mirror entity, I guess. But we win. Hooray! Good start. Good start. And that's the end of this video. So thanks for watching, folks. Please like and or subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And if you did, then come back soon. We'll have more Hearthstone Naxxramas arena action. Take care, folks.